Thank you guys. Thank you for connecting again. How you guys doing? Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Ariana. Very good. German. Thank you. All right. Okay, guys, I need to be active, please. There was a, I had a problem. That's why. All right. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Let's continue. Sorry for the interruption. Let's continue. Okay. So we were talking about this, right? The verb, let's see, attach, right? All right. Let's see. An example about attach in simple words, you know, we have different notes. In that case, we can say, I attach the sticky note, right? It's similar to Dimitri example. Sticky note in my book, in that case. All right. Let's see. Some people want to get into the class. Exactly. Very good. All right. Let's see. All right. Thank you for joining again. I'm sorry for the interruption. Let's continue. Let's continue, guys. All right. Excellent. Hello again, Miguel. Thank you. All right. This is a common example. I attach, I'm sorry, the sticky, in this case, the sticky word, the sticky note. Just erase this one because I attach the sticky note and just one C. All right, let's continue. And this is the verb attach. Okay, we are making a review about these verbs because in the exam you are going to see these verbs. All right. Any question about the verb attach? No, are we good? All right. Next example. Who can read the example, please? Any volunteer, who can read this example? Let's see. Who can read this example? Ariana, would you like to help me, please? Would you like to help me to read this example?
Fill. He filled the bottle with water.
Very good. Excellent. So what's the meaning of fill? Is when you?
Llenar. Es como...
Exactly. Thank you. In Spanish, yes. It's when you fill in. In this case, we need to add a preposition. Fill in. In this case, just to give the idea that you are going to fill in with something. With water, with juice, with any kind of drink. Okay. So in this case, we needed to fill the bottle with water, with soda, for example, etc. Right? So let's continue. Float. Thank you, Ariana. Very good. Float. Let's see. In this case, the autumn leaves floated gently to the ground. The autumn leaves floated gently to the ground. Remember, leaves are something that they belong to the trees. For example, in this month, it's autumn. In United States, at this season, they call autumn. All right. So Another example, according to this illustration, we can say the
Mister,
airplane. Uh-huh. Help me.
we wouldn't say that this is autumn. If you don't
Exactly.
leave stadium long, we would say that this is something like spring because it's all raining, but I think it's winter or something like that.
Really? Okay. So it depends, right? It depends the state.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you, Dimitri. Go ahead. Okay. Ah, really good example. Sorry, Miguel, good example. I am floating in this case. I'm floating in the water. When you go to any party, when you go to any party and you are floating in the water, you are floating in the pool. Excellent, I like it. Okay, very good job. Let's see another example. Okay, let's see. Any questions at the moment? Do you guys have any question? No? Any questions at the moment? Are we good? Okay, let's continue. It's sink. I mean, this is another verb, sink. A stone will sink in water. All right, thank you, Deborah and Camila. A stone will sink in the water. What is a stone? It's a little rock. For example, we have here the rock. Imagine the stone. I drop the stone in the pool, and then the stone will start sinking into the water up to the bottom. All right, let's see. Do you guys have any question? All right. Monica, hello again. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with the other verb. Okay, squeeze. This is a common example about squeeze. Let's see. Who can read the example, please? Squeeze. Any volunteer? Hello? Any example, please? Who can read the example about this? All right, I'm going to pick up the volunteer. Let's see. Diego Abraham, please help me. Read this example. Read for the rest of you. Activate your microphone, please. Are you there, Diego?
Robert squeezed the lemon because he likes sour flavors.
Sour flavors, okay. Sour, remember, sour, it's the meaning of something that is the opposite of sweet, right? So imagine that. Very good. Let's continue. Okay, the other example. Thank you, Abraham. Suck, in this case, suck. Suck, what's the meaning of this? This is a common example. Okay, Dimitri, would you like to help me read this one, please? Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Suck. The vacuum cleaner works to suck dust.
Exactly. This is a common example. The vacuum cleaner, what's a vacuum cleaner? Is this one, is this device. So this works to suck the dust, el polvo, right? Like that. So it is a common example. You can use it to illustrate these examples. All right. Thank you, Dimitri. Let's continue. All right. I'm sorry. That was regarding to the other pages. So now I need to share with you another presentation. So let's see. Can you see the presentation for today's class? Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Now let's get into deeper. Let's get into deeper. a little bit deeper to the topic. The difference between enough and too, right? And also we are going to see if, the zero conditional. Okay, well, continue. Let's see, another volunteer. Who can help me, please? Read this one. Who can help me read this one?
Me.
Okay, Danny, go ahead. Thank you. Read it, please.
And note to are used to indicate degree. They tell you how much or little something is. We can
Exactly.
use
Continue, please. Sorry.
we can use them with adjectives, nouns, and adverbs.
Nouns and adverbs. Good. Okay, here, here is a little explanation about them. They used to indicate degree. Remember, degree. They tell you how much or little something is. Okay, let's give you an idea. About to. This is an adverb. Remember, okay, you are very good at adverbs, using adverbs. So this is an adverb. To is an adverb, which means, this is the definition, more than, sufficient, or excessive, right? For example, if I tell you, Dimitri, imagine Dimitri is offering me coffee, but in my cup of coffee, I have, no, thank you. I have too much coffee right now. Thank you. Next time, right? I have too much coffee. So that means I have sufficient coffee. I have excessive coffee in my cup. All right. Let's talk about more examples. Okay. Let's talk about more examples. Okay. Two. Also, it also has a negative effect. Like what? To always precedes an adjective. So to always is going to be before the adjective, in simple words. For example, just to give you an idea, Mary is too short to play any sport. Who can give me any sports, please? To play what?
Soccer.
Basketball.
Okay, let's see, basketball or soccer. Okay, I'm going to use the abbreviation, or soccer. Imagine, so she has not the correct age to play basketball. Why? Because she's short. She's too short in this case. So Mary has to be has to be tall in this case. Exactly. Thank you, Valeria and Danny. Go ahead. Continue. To plus adjective. Simple. This is the formula or the structure. Examples. He's too young to drive a car. You know this example. Imagine, He is Michael. Okay, Michael is very young. And what happened to him? He wants to drive the BMW car. BMW. Okay, one of the expensive cars. Okay, another example. Who can give me, now I need your help. Who can give me the idea with the word, with the adverb to? Who can write an example about to? Any volunteer? Let's see. Natalie, Monica, any example? Who can help me using this verb? This adverb, this adverb. It's not a verb, it's adverb too. You can write in the chat. Oscar, any volunteer? Please. Pame, any example about this? Don't be afraid. Let's see. Help me, please. Help me. Any example about this? Who can give me an example? Let's see. Deborah, would you like to write an example, please? In the chat, and then I will share with you. Go ahead. Write any example using the verb, the adverb to. This is an adverb. All right. Let's see the chat. Right. Ah, okay, Pame. Okay. But go ahead. Hurry up. Okay. Let's see. Any volunteer? I'm waiting for you. Let's see. Okay, excellent example. The elephant is too big. Very good job, Deborah. Very good job. The elephant is too big. Is huge, right? Is very, very huge. In this case, too modifies the adjective. Remember, too modifies the adjective. It's like language class. All right, thank you, Deborah. Very good job. Very useful. Let's continue. Okay, another example we have here. Those shoes are too big for him. Imagine he is 9 years old, but he wants to try on or put on, he wants to put on her father's shoes. So they are too big for him. Those shoes are too big for him. Okay, next example. I mean, this is the explanation. This little boy is barely or is only just 7 years old. Only just 7 years old. It's not 9 years old, it's 7 years old. I was confused. All right, I forgot it. Another example. My father is too tired this morning. What's the meaning of tired? Is when you don't have energy to do anything. All right? You need to drink an energy drink, you need to drink a coffee, you need to drink coconut, I don't know, and then you have recovered. But meanwhile, you are very tired. You are too tired. Imagine his energy is like this, almost touching the bottom. All right. Now let's see the difference between enough. They are very similar, but in this case, we are going to use it in different ways. Enough is the opposite of too. Simple. What's the opposite of too? Enough. And this means sufficient as well. This means sufficient and has a positive effect. Let's see another explanation. Enough can be an adjective. It can be an adjective or an adverb. Okay, so be careful. Sometimes this word, you will find it as adjective, but other times as an adverb. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, let's see some examples. In this case, we are going to use an example as positive example because it's possible. They are all enough to go to university. So in other words, they are in the correct age to go to university. But imagine, tell me.
You should have wrote smart. They are smart enough to go to university.
Okay, yes, I know. It seems kind of weird to see enough. Oh, I mean, to see all, right? Okay, they are all enough, or they are all smart to go to university. Good. Okay.
I just don't really like to judge people by their age.
Exactly. So, but let me give you an idea. They are in the right age to go to university, in other words. So, but if you want to change this adjective, instead of all, you can use a smart, intelligent. It's okay, okay? Thank you, Dimitri. But let's see, imagine Danny is going to university at his age. I think Danny is 10 years old, right? Or 11 years old, I don't know. But imagine Danny wants to go to university at this age. Wow, it would be impossible, right? So there are some exceptions. Some people are very, very intelligent, but those
En
are
mi caso,
exceptions.
4 de IQ.
Yes, it's very difficult, Danny, in that case. So this is an example. Let's see the negative effect. The negative effect using enough. We say, we also use enough to negative sentences to mean not sufficient. When you use not enough, is because you are saying, you are telling someone is not sufficient. Something is not sufficient. Let's see. This is the formula. Not plus enough plus the noun. All right. Let's see. I'm not strong enough to lift the weight. I'm not strong and enough to lift the weight. So that means you need to be strong to lift that weight to go to the gym, right? Another example. In this case, look at this. Pay attention to this. We are using not as negative. And then we have an adjective because this is an adjective, strong. And then we have enough. All right. This is the example about how to create some sentences using not enough. Let's see, one more. One more. Enough. She isn't tall enough to play with me. Why? Because she's too, in other words, she's too short. But I'm using enough in this case. She isn't tall enough. She's not sufficient tall, in simple words. She's not sufficient tall to play with him. All right? Exactly. I'm tall. Okay, Miguel is tall. Yes, I know. You are growing. You are growing. That's good. Next time we are going to see it. Okay, guys, let's see. In this case, I'm going to make, wait. I want to make, let's see if you are ready to do the use of the zero conditional. Who can help me, please? Who can help me using the zero conditional? When can we use the zero conditional? Do you remember? When can we use it? Or when we can use the zero conditional? Remember, the zero conditional is if, right? When can we use the zero conditional? Who can help me? Any volunteer?
Trying to predict something, for simple things. We
Oh,
can go if you finish your homework early enough.
okay, good example. Good example. Okay. Is when you are asking something, right? When you are, for example, if you study hard, comma, okay, wait. Let's see. If you study hard, you have good grades. Okay, imagine that. If you study, this is as a condition, a conditional. If you, but if you don't study, don't expect to have good grades. Okay, who can give me another example? And before I forget it, don't forget to use the comma. If you use if at the beginning, because if is at the beginning, and then the comma is in the middle of the two sentences. All right. Another example. Who can give me another example, guys? Let's see. Genesis, would you like to give me an example, please, using zero conditional or if? Please. You can activate your microphone or you can write it in the chat. I will wait for that. Any other example? We're about to finish the class. We're about to finish the class, but help me, please. I want to see if you are ready for the exam. Go ahead. Genesis, are you there? An example? All right, let's see the chat. I'm going to check the chat. Okay, in this case, Danny, okay, good. But in that case, change it, because we are using if, remember, the condition, the zero conditional. If. Okay. What happened to you guys? Help me, please, help me. Imagine, if it rains, comma, the soccer game finishes. Imagine that. This is the condition. If it rains, right? If it starts raining, the soccer game finishes, or they cancel. They put off, in other words. They suspend. Or we can use the phrasal verb put off. Is postpone in simple words. All right. If it rains, the soccer game finishes, or puts off. All right. Okay, I'm going to ask Dimitri to help me to create an example using if in the middle of the sentence. Please, Dimitri, go ahead. You are an expert.
Okay, let's see. If in the middle of a sentence, right?
Yes, you can write it. You can write it or you can speak out. Take your time, no problem. We are about to finish. We almost finished the class, but I need you to be sure about this, guys. If, we are talking about if, the zero conditional. Okay. Almost finished the class. Don't worry, don't worry.
What if you touch the spider? Does that work? Or is it wrong to...
I don't know. It depends about your creativity.
It's just that I only use the if at the beginning of a sentence.
Exactly. That's why I need to
Because it's
see
more conditional.
an opposite example in the middle. Just one, just one. Write it, please. Let's see. If, zero conditional.
Well, and maybe the sentence would work. Alright. So, Dimitri said, wait, Dimitri said, what if you dropped the notebook? I'm just thinking something happened, okay? Like if is in the, you put the if in the middle of a sentence, right?
Exactly.
It's in the middle. That's the only way I can think of it.
We need to fix it. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. If you want, write it in the chat and then I can help you. Then we can check it out together. No problem, no problem. Take your time. We almost finished. 2 more minutes and then we finish the class. And I will give you some recommendations for the exam. Okay.
I'm typing it down.
No problem, no problem. Go ahead. Continue typing. Let's see. What about the other guys? Do you have any question about if the zero conditional? Pame, Deborah, Camila, Ariana, Oscar.
No.
All right, thank you. That's good.
It's in the middle, right?
Yes, it's almost in the middle. Yes. What if you touch the red ant? Ant. Yes, we need to fix it in that case.
So what one?
For example, I
One's
think these
-6.
ones. Spiders look angry. Or I mean, spiders attack if what? Who can help me to finish the sentence? Spiders attack if?
I'm gonna give the others a chance.
Mm-hmm. If we bother them, or if we burn them, what? Who can help me to finish the sentence? We can say spiders attack people if we what? I'm going to use in this case the verb bother, right? Annoy is when you are bothering something or someone. Imagine that spiders, they are they are very calm, but well, some of them spiders attack people if we bother them. Just to finish the sentence. Okay, guys. So this is the end of the class. Let's see. I could have good grades. Okay, good, Walter. Good. If I had studied more. Okay, in that case, the use of zero conditional is okay, but you are speaking in simple, in past. I mean, in past participle, using the modal verb could. Good. Spiders attack people. Ah, okay, the movie. If they move them, okay, or if they place them, another word. Okay, okay, guys, we are ready to do the exam. I hope you guys have understood this presentation, these topics. Actually, they are very simple, and I recommend you please write your name in the exam. Then don't forget to submit, to send your answers, and please try not to copy in the exam. Try not to copy. I know you are very intelligent, okay? And you have only one chance or one opportunity to do the exam. Please concentrate, be focused on the exam, and then we are finished. You are finished. You are done. I mean, you are done. You have finished with all the exams. Okay, guys. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for the rest of you. I hope you guys have a good day and see you until next week. Okay? Thank you. God bless you and take care. Cuídense. Take care. I love you so much.
Bye, mister.
Bye bye, Danny. Take care. Bye, Danny. Bye, Miguel. Bye, Camila. Bye, Deborah, Avila, Santi. Take care.
Bye, mister.
Bye bye, Oscar. Okay, study for the exam. Bye, Pame. Bye, Salvador. Walter, Alessandra. Take care. Have a
Bye.
good day. Bye bye to
Bye.
everyone. God bless you. Take care. See you guys.